Oh, this is going to be fun. Our next guest is one of the most decorated Ring of Honor wrestling champions in the company's history, right here.
What a blend this is, guys. I was in the green room. There's chips and salsa. There's chickens running around. There's professional. Hey, get that chicken out of my bag.
I told you it's going to be fun.
I'm glad he can say it, not us. Jay, welcome back, though.
I know. Jay Lethal.
It's good to be back.
Man, you should be a comedian as well.
You know, I made the joke last time that you remove the tables. Professional wrestlers love tables. I'm going to be very generous today. I'm not going to put anybody through a table. I'm not going to put that chicken through a table. Yeah, if you don't get that chicken out of my bag, it's going through the table or in my tummy.
Aww. Well, and actually, we were even talking. I was like ready to pop pregnant when I interviewed Jay. It was one of the last interviews I did before I went on maternity leave.
That's right. So, like a steel trap, this mind here.
So now that I'm not pregnant, I hope he's not going to end up.
For her in a year. What about you, since the last time we saw you here?
Well, I'm more determined than ever. I want to be the next Ring of Honor World Champion. It's something that I'm striving to do. I once was the Ring of Honor World Champion, and I was the television champion. I was the first man in the company to have 2 belts at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And I'm looking to get some more gold around this waist. I'm trying real hard.
Let's talk about your competition this weekend, by the way, which is in Lakeland.
Okay, do you know his name, my competition?
I do. He's known as, I know, we have to be back on camera. Wait, we got to be back until we're back on camera.
Yeah, okay. His name is Josh the Goods Woods. It's
He's
cute.
A newcomer.
Yeah, he is. He is a newcomer.
Making
and
fun
the
of
Goods, what the Goods is, the Goods represents his MMA background. So that's what Josh Woods brings to the table. But the name of the game here is professional wrestling. So Josh the Goods Woods has a lot to learn about professional wrestling. And what he's going to learn this weekend is that I am one of the greatest.
I like that scouting report. And as always, we got the confidence. And you mentioned wanting some more gold around your waist.
Yeah.
You also say that you live here in Florida because you like showing off the shoulders a little bit.
I think that's why all wrestlers love Florida. Sunny weather. It's more of a reason. It's a built-in excuse to wear a cutoff t-shirt.
Guns out, guns out.
Well, look at you all buttoned up.
I figured I'm going to be on television. I should look presentable, not like I'm about to go to the gym or the beach. Although, I mean, it could happen at any moment. Let me just take this top button off.
Oh, all right. We're getting closer. Hey, talk about the sport of wrestling, and because that is how we were talking about it, like what's the fan base here like in Florida. How do we get more people? If someone hasn't been yet to something to see what you do, how do you describe what goes on? Because it is a show. It is,
and it's pretty hard to describe unless you're there, but plainly I can only say it's the best professional wrestling on the planet. This is something that you've got to experience live.
You take little ones? Like I have a 4-year-old son.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's family friendly?
Our show is. I can't speak for others out there, but the Ring of Honor wrestling product is for all ages. It's fun, exciting. I mean, it's the best professional wrestling on the planet. That's pretty much all I can say.
Well, I like that I can bring my young ones. I know. Well, what's going on here?
Right now, I just beat one of my opponents, which is something that I'm used to doing.
I was going to say, another day at the office, right, Jay?
Another day, just another Friday night.
Well, Jay, I'm always curious about backgrounds, and we spoke about it the last time you were here, but your background, and you're even branching out and helping others get started because you're training these days.
I am.
So talk a little bit about coming up through the ranks, if you will, and how you're able to get to the spot where you are.
Well, I remember struggling at a very young age. Once I became a professional wrestler, I finished training anyway, and I'm trying to train others who want to get into professional wrestling to get over that hump that I struggled so hard to get over in the very beginning, because it's not an easy life. It's not an easy profession. A lot of bumps and bruises, a lot of sacrifices. The crazy thing about professional wrestling, and not many people will tell you this, but this business rewards those who sacrifice the most. Unfortunately, I can't tell you how many birthday parties, family birthdays, my birthdays that I've missed because I was on the road in Japan, in England. It just, like I said, you have to sacrifice so much in order to make it, quote unquote.
Is that why an event like this, where it's close to home, I mean, are these pretty special for you?
It is. And I feel like I got the advantage because while my opponents are flying halfway around the world to come to Florida, I just got a quick little drive. I beat them up real quick, then I drive back home.
It's an easy day
to sleep back in your own bed. That's always a positive for athletes.
Right, and then they got a long flight home to think about how they lost.
I love it.
What were the mistakes they made?
So real quick, where where are we in the circuit as far as like when you get the grand champion? I mean, how many other? How does it work?
For me, it could be at any time.
Okay.
Anytime. I'm just trying to rack up some wins.
Okay.
So that they go, let's give him a shot.
Okay.
That's our guy.
Which is what happened last time. And I was one of the longest reigning television champions they've ever had.
Well, let's make it happen again.
We are trying. I'm trying very hard. Get that chicken out of my bag, I said. Come on.
And you know what? That's a good tease. That's a good way to end. Jay's taking over, teasing the
That
show.
chicken must know Josh the Goods Woods.
Oh, still talking trash. You got to love that about wrestling.
Come back soon, okay?
I will. I promise.